I'm Charlie Suzette, the Executive Director of the National Armaments Consortium, here with Noel McCormick, a dedicated member of our NAC Executive Committee. Today, we're launching our National Armaments Consortium very first collaboration conversation, which is a series of short, valuable discussions with NAC members with the goal of sharing tips and best practices on how to leverage the network of the NAC and how to develop top-tier technical resources for the warfighter. Noel's been a member of our NAC Executive Committee for 2 years. McCormick Stevenson has been a member of the NAC for 5 years. Welcome, Noel, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Charlie. I'm happy to be here.
Well, let's start learning a little bit about your work. Tell us a little bit about McCormick Stevenson.
Sure. Yeah, we are an engineering services company celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. Throughout that time, we've been in service to the Department of Defense in various ways. Have continued to focus increasingly over that time on the armaments community in particular, and thus my presence here today. We have 2 business units. One we call Armament and Electronic Systems, and that is a product development focused business unit that is working to develop concepts, designs, details, all the way through qualification of related products. And the other business unit we call Manufacturing and Test Systems, which is focused on helping our customers, many of the same customers, produce the products that we help to design. And so that organization is centered on production, producibility, manufacturing technologies, and associated elements. As an engineering firm, we like to say around here that we serve America's heroes as only engineers can, and so we're proud engineers.
Fantastic. Well, as a company that provides prototyping solutions for the armament sector, where do you see the focus of partnering with the government, and but not just in the near future, but how do you utilize the NAC in your innovative process?
Sure. We are focused on prototyping, of course, and development. And as engineers, we are increasingly aware of and embracing new digital technologies that help to accomplish that prototyping. Our world is changing. We have a lot of new tools and techniques available to us. Things like model-based system engineering and the digital twin, which some folks may be familiar with. Of course, artificial intelligence is in the news everywhere. All of these things are informing the way we go about developing products, and it extends into the manufacturing as well. There are many advanced manufacturing techniques. Additive manufacturing may be first among them, but many kinds of numerically controlled machines that are part of the process now of developing and fielding the kinds of systems that are necessary. And these systems are increasingly complex. The multidisciplinary challenge that is presented by a precision-guided munition is extraordinary. There almost is no other product like it anywhere in the world, and because of that, we need partners and we need collaboration, and that's where the NAC comes in. The opportunity to get acquainted and to build trust with the best in the business is extraordinary. It's a self-selecting group of people that are focused on this mission. And to be a member is a privilege. To be able to attend an event and to have personal conversations with people from legendary prime contractors that have been doing this work for years is a real privilege for me and for everyone at McCormick Stevenson.
As a non-traditional and small business, can you provide maybe a little perspective of how you've coordinated or worked with or collaborated with, say, the primes or other non-traditional defense contractors in order to achieve your goal set?
Sure. We, from the very beginning, we have benefited from the collaboration and the sort of consortium-based OTA approach, where we were able to join and to get acquainted immediately with several prime contractors, and since that time and continuously, we are contributing to various opportunities that have been sponsored through DOTC and AMTC and NISTIC and other OTAs. And that's been wonderful. You know, the OTA is a tremendous kind of fuel to get our community together. That contract vehicle motivates us all to join forces, to attend the general membership meetings, and to get acquainted. And it provides us specific challenges that we can only meet together. And the requirement that non-traditional companies like my own offer a significant contribution is a kind of additive to the fuel that I mentioned that creates a tremendous efficiency and a performance enhancing kind of phenomena that offers innovation that I don't see happening anywhere else. In fact, I never have seen it throughout my career happening anywhere else. And but one thing I would like to sort of add to that is the value of the consortium extends beyond the OTA constructs that we oversee. And we have succeeded at McCormick Stevenson at least as much in other ways, serving FAR-based contracts and serving SBIR needs with those same collaborators that we met through the NAC. And so the NAC may not recognize its value, but it extends across the entire spectrum of need that the Department of Defense has. And so that's something that we're excited about and very much appreciate.
No, I really appreciate that insight. Actually, as a last question, if you don't mind, what tips or advice do you have for other small business or non-traditional defense contractors as they're learning to navigate this this consortium and the whole notion of armaments prototyping?
Yeah, I first of all, I can't recommend highly enough membership in the NAC. That's the very first thing anyone ought to do who's interested in this industry. It is a self-selecting group of the finest people in our business, and so you cannot fail to join. And so, in addition to that, I think I would advise a focus on the mission. I think our mission is at the center of everything we do, and you will hear that at the NAC general membership meetings. I think it's a legitimate interest in helping our warfighters in any way that we possibly can. And so what that means to me is that we need to use our membership as a means to develop and nurture and sustain relationships with all of those people that we need in order to meet this complex multidisciplinary challenge. And so that patience that's required to engage and to remain engaged over time and to nurture relationships and not think of this as a source for transactions. As I mentioned, some of the ultimate transactions that we benefited from, didn't even reside within the OTA that we're all centered around. They came from other places. And so don't worry about the transaction, worry about the relationship. And if you do that, things will work out quite well for you.
Outstanding. Thanks, Noel.
Yep.
This has been our first collaboration conversation with Noel McCormick, the president of McCormick Stevenson. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Charlie.
See ya.